Good afternoon. I'm Cynthia, and I'm here with Doug, and we'll help you make money in the stock market with information you will not find anywhere else. And that information happens to be today, the Needham Conference.
The Needham Growth Conference.
And what do I nickname that, Doug?
The Needham Growth Stock Conference?
No.
Oh.
It is the post-New Year's Eve bash, market bash.
I'm not an actress. I can't remember all this stuff. I'm going to need flashcards or something.
Flashcards, Doug? Cue cards.
Whatever.
What are we studying for the SATs? Flashcards. Anyway, so if you do want to follow it, you can go to wsw.com/webcast/Needham27, and I will not spell that for you because Doug says we are past that. First up, we have James E. Cashman III, not to be confused with the second or the first, President and CEO of ANSS Incorporated, ANSS, discussed growth via new acquisitions, continued channel expansion, and new users, industries, and products. Cut to the clip, Mike.
The fun part of this is that we've seen that there are a number of ongoing growth mechanisms that continue to excite us. First of all, we've always had at the heart of what we do a solid core growth foundation. So we want to move along this progression curve of greater engineering adoption, but we wanted to make sure that we could do it in a way that was sustainable over the years. Now, we have done some acquisitions along the way. I just mentioned the acquisition of ANSS, and that was done primarily to help speed up more quickly than we could develop all of these things internally. We've got an already trained technology and sales force and a proven force of technology that allowed us to move up there. But now that was part of that base that will be our new platform for a core growth. The second thing we did was we just did not agree that everybody who could be using simulation was. Those 2 PhDs in every company. We felt that if every engineer now is using word processing when that would have been laughed at 20 years ago, why shouldn't every engineer be utilizing the exact same equations that we all went to school years before to learn? So in our feeling, we aren't even close to finished until every engineer is utilizing this at the same pace that they use word processing these days. And not only that, not just tied to the number of users, which has provided a large base of growth, but the ability to allow broad-scale parametric simulation. At some of our best customers, we have over 100 seats per user. And why that happens is that if time is the enemy, they may take a very complex problem, spread it over 100 computers or 1,000 computers, and get the answer much more quickly. Or they might look at a number of alternatives simultaneously from parametric tables and have the computer help select what is the right one. So we've seen that the ability to have a multiplier effect is fairly large. And then we continue to see new users, new industries. The most notable in the last year that we mentioned on recent earnings calls were in the biomed industry, implant, drug delivery, but also alternative energy in terms of not only the survivability of oil platforms, but biomass, alternate drive engines, solar, wind. So there's a whole range of those kind of capabilities that continue to provide a number of growth mechanisms for a number of times.
And we're back, Doug.
I like these guys. You know, I think that's interesting stuff. Needham, when we were going through the ones earlier today,
yeah.
The market was like 0.5% or whatever. These guys, a lot of these guys are up like crazy. Needham are great stock pickers, and you'll get a great idea. I'm thinking about, although I didn't have it ready for this year, coming up with a Needham portfolio, because I buy a lot of these stocks every year and make a lot of money on them.
I haven't seen one red.
It's amazing, right?
Honestly,
good stuff, guys, and we've got another one for you.
I'm not even trying to, I'm not exaggerating. I have not seen one red today on any of these stocks we looked at.
Yeah. What else do we have?
We're in the green. You know what green means?
Good.
Good.
Green is good.
Green is good in many ways.
Yes, it is.
Someone needs to find out what... Oh, no, there's bad in green. I just thought of one. Anyway, Don Canny, President and CEO of FEIC?
FEI.
Oh, okay. FEI company, FEIC ticker, spoke about the company's investments in high-growth life sciences and industry markets and goals to expand presence in Asia and emerging markets. In expansion, you know how much you like your Asia.
Yes, absolutely.
An expansion in automated mineralogy. He mentioned the acquisition of substantially all the assets of Intellection Holdings in Brisbane, Australia. I love Australia.
Yeah, Australians are
Cut
cool,
to the
right?
clip, Mike.
Life sciences, this is my, if you walk away with any one thing from the company understanding of an opportunity to grow, this is it. We are newbies in this area. We introduced a new product in the beginning of '08. It's called the Cryos. It's a $6 million, very sophisticated electron microscope, which measures the structures of proteins. So it turns out measuring the structures of proteins is a really big deal to life scientists. So we're entering a space that exists today, served by other technologies. We think we bring something new to that space, and so we are very bullish on the opportunity to take what's been a $30, $40, $50 million a year business to the 100 million plus level relatively quickly, and has long-term opportunities for growth. As a result, we are disproportionately investing in this area as a company, so we're spending more money on R&D and marketing in this area in the future. Growth rate, we just say 15% plus, but that really means we think it's substantial, a substantial opportunity for the company. Bookings have been heading upwards. You can see 44% growth in the trailing 12 months. This is robust for us, driven by new products and driven by an attention to giving a solution to the customers. Again, understanding where their pain points are, and really a great new product. And so just to give you a sense here, this is the world, genomics, proteomics. So genomics, that's measuring the DNA, what the sequences are. Proteins is, DNA makes proteins, and the proteins really make everything work. We sit in kind of that space around the proteins and the cells. And today, there's a bunch of technologies that serve that space. There's mass spec at 2 billion, there's optical at 1.3 billion, there's x-rays. It's a multi-billion-dollar marketplace that exists today that we don't serve. We now serve that with the new product. We now serve this market. We think there's a served market availability here of order $1 billion that just didn't exist for us because we didn't have the capability. So we improved the capability of our electron microscopes. We improved the software that turns that data into 3D images of molecules. And all the signs are right that we've done a really great thing. Now, to be clear, research markets, this is people doing research. This isn't pharma at this point in time. Pharma comes later. That's 3-5 years out. Pharma's very conservative. But the largest investments in research on the planet are all done in the life sciences area. So this, we think, is good for FEI, diversifies us, interesting. We have a compelling and differentiated story here. So we're very excited about this opportunity.
Then we're back.
Another one. 4%. They're up 4% today.
I'm telling you, I haven't seen a red.
Guys, Needham's a good place to go. They're good stock pickers, and they have good companies present. And I made a lot of money over the years listening to these guys present.
It's good stuff. Next up, we've got John McDonald, CEO of Perficient Incorporated, PRFT. Did I say that well?
Yes, you did.
Oh, very good.
I was waiting for you to do. Oh, you misspelled proficient.
Proficient, P-R-O.
You know how you are.
Spoke about a desire to be the best. Oh, this sounds like somebody I know. Spoke about the desire to be the best player. The best player in the e-business tech consulting market with an opportunity to be the market consolidator. I almost went Boston there. The market. Market consolidator. Well, actually, that sounds more like the guy that does the crocodile hunting, right? Anyway. Rest his soul. Anyway, he spoke about an acquisition growth strategy of expanding from the central U.S. Mark, I was about to call you Mark. Mike, cut to the clip.
The opportunity that we see is to build the premier e-business consulting firm in the U.S. Again, the tech industry really went through a nuclear winter following the bubble burst a few years back. It carved a huge void between those few large players out there and that sea of mom and pops that I referred to earlier. And it's really that void that Perficient has aimed to fill. And we have executed well against that goal, again, growing from startup to $230 million last year. We still believe this is a large and largely unaddressed growth opportunity, and we think there's a consolidation opportunity out there as well. So there's an organic growth opportunity and an opportunity to continue consolidating the smaller players in this industry space. And Perficient has really emerged as the logical market consolidator in this area. And we're targeting $500 million in revenues. We were, frankly, trying to target that number by 2010, on a run rate basis by the end of 2010, but you're going to see that pushed out probably a good 2 years here due to the current market conditions that we're experiencing.
And we're back, so that's all we
Thanks
got
for
today.
that one, German Mark.
German Mark.
Yeah.
I was just want to
Good
say
stuff
Mark.
from Needham.
Mark is smart. You feel smart. Smart.
That's it.
Anyway,
Thank
we're
you.
here every day at WSMCO.com. Don't
Stock
forget.
twits. I live in dire fear. It's the actress in you that you're going to forget to mention
Don't
stock
forget about
twits.
stock twits. It will impress your peers this year.
Guys,
You've heard it here.
Awesome. Great ideas on
I'm getting
stock
into my
twits.
rhyming games
Let me
again.
tell you, I know you are. You know,
You heard it here.
You're a very nice person.
Thank you.
Be quiet. StockTwits.com. I've been getting fabulous ideas from there. And I just saw one that came up now. I bought UND to short the U.S. dollar, right? The dollar's going to go tank this year for sure. And another guy on there said
Thanks
he's
for
building
that
up.
very rosy outlook.
I tell you what to do. If you listen.
You tell it how it is.
I tell you what to do. If you listen, you'll make 98% in DXO. Got that from StockTwits. Loading up on shorting the dollar right now. That's what the guys are doing. I jumped into some TGZ from StockTwits today, right? And shorted the small caps. Picked up a couple quick dollars.
That's
Guys,
not to be confused with TMZ, right?
no.
Oh, okay.
TGZ, TMZ.
I actually don't care what anybody's doing, so I don't watch that.
No, you're going to be on it.
I
And
just,
it better be for
I
good
have a
stuff.
Google alert on my name, so when I hear my name, I just look.
Yes, there's 666, that would be for those of you out there.
Anyway, we're here every day at Wall Street Media. WSMCO is where you can find us.com. Say goodbye, Doug.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you, Doug. Say goodbye.
No.
Yeah, okay.